In this video, we're going to learn about another figure of speech. This time it's going to be about consonants. So what is consonants? So I have a simple definition here. It seems long, but I'll explain exactly and give you some examples. So consonants is the repetition of the same consonant sound in nearby words. So in words that are close together. They don't have to be right beside each other, but nearby words. So the repeated sound may appear at the beginning, middle, or end of the words. And I'll give you examples of that. And it's based on the same sound, not the same letter. So this is really the most important part to remember, because this is where it can get very confusing. So based on the same sound, not the same letter. So let's go ahead with some examples. So first example I have is the cat. Actually, you know what? Let's use another example. We'll get to that one after. So the black rock cracked. So if you listen to this, there's a repeated consonant sounds. And if you remember what a consonant is, it's all the letters except the vowels. So in this case, and if you don't remember what vowels are, they're I, A, E, O, U. So every other letter is considered a consonant. So if you listen to this sentence here, there's a repeated consonant sound, and it's K. So the black rock cracked. Now, I taught you earlier about another type of consonants, another type of figure of speech that uses consonants. It's called alliteration. It's in my playlist, so if you don't remember that one, please go check my playlist. It is there before you move on to this one. So this is repeating the same letter K, but in this case, the letter is not always at the beginning, like in alliteration. It's in different locations. So that's why we mentioned beginning, middle, and end. So in this case, it's at the end of the word on this one, and then here it's at the end of the word, and here on this part it's in the middle. So that's the difference between consonants and alliteration. So you could see that we're having that repeated sound of K in this particular sentence. So that's one example of consonants. And then just to go back on that definition where we mentioned based on the same sound, not the same letter, I'll give you another example. The cat flew a kite. Now this might be a bit confusing. You're obviously hearing the same type of letter K repeated, but in this case it's coming from C, but it sounds like K. So in consonants you need to just focus on the sound, not exactly the letter. So we're hearing the cat flew a kite. So you see the repetition of K, but one of them is actually letter C, but it's just the sound that we're focused on. Let me give you maybe another two examples with different letters. So Laura rolled the yellow ball slowly. So in this case, there's a repetition of the letter L. If you hear that, so it's L here, L here, L at the end, and L here. And again, you can see these letters are not at the beginning of the words. They're sometimes in the middle, at the end. So that's what we mean in that definition of consonants. Let me give you one last example, and you tell me what you hear here. So the rain poured over the brown road. In this case, what consonant are you hearing? So if you took some time, it's the letter R. So R poured over brown road. So those are some really good examples that's going to help you remember what consonants is. It's the repetition of the same consonant sound in nearby words or words that are close together. And the repeated sound may begin at the beginning of a word or at the end or in the middle. And it's based on the sound, not the letter. Right? So I gave you that example with a cat flew a kite, where cat has the K sound, but it's actually letter C. So I hope this is very clear. I now fully understand it, and I hope you do as well. So if this was helpful to you, please subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment.